Hey everyone, as you can see, I have an easel in front of me. Now I'm deciding to have a little bit of a Bob Ross moment. I'm going to try and create a little seascape. Let's see if I can recreate something Bob Ross-esque. So here we go. I won't tell you the names of the colours, I'll just like blue, green, yellow, white, whatever. You know, I won't be going like phthalo green and whatever it is, or phthalo blue. I ain't got a clue. Burnt, I don't know, burnt sienna and burnt umber and yellow ochre. But you know, when it comes to a lot of the other colours, it's either green, blue, yellow, pink, red. So here we go. I'm going to start off with the sky. I'm just using acrylic paints at the moment. I haven't got any thinners for my oils, so I'm starting off Bob Ross type. Oh. I have a bad habit of smoking while I'm creating. It's like a concentration thing. It's very strange. But I've never done this setup here before, so we'll see how it goes, isn't it? I'm just doing a nice blue sky. Yes, I'll be putting in happy little clouds. I won't be putting any happy little trees in this, not with what I've got planned. I'm going to try and go for like a seascape with looking out from a cave. Hopefully it will work out how I want it to. You shall see. I'm a very messy artist, so I'm hoping I'm not splattering my PC with all of this. As you can see, I'm recording in the background. Try and make it as even and as nice as you can. Kind of Bob Ross style. I do like watching Bob Ross. I did watch him when I was a kid, but I was never really interested. I found him a bit boring, but as an adult I can see him, who he is, and the complete empath and just a lovely person. And he reminds me of my granddad, you know, with his squirrels and all sorts. Now my granddad used to call me Peapod. And my dad, I don't know if it was like because of Bob Ross and his little squirrel, or if it was just a little thing, because I remember him actually growing sweet peas in the garden. We used to go picking them. This was back in Blackburn, this was. I'll be adding clouds and waves and all sorts of things, so I'm just filling in the background of it at the moment, may as well. You know, I have people say to me, "Oh, you're such a good artist, I can never do a drawing like you." You don't have to be a good artist to create. You know, there's a very famous artist that drew matchstick cats and dogs. You know, you don't have to have a talent of being able to draw or paint. Just put it down. You know, get it out on the canvas or on the paper. I'm going to try and blend all that in a little bit more. Bob Ross style. I have a multitude of paintbrushes. Some kids ones, some adults ones, you know, they're all different. I'm not sure what I use. I use, well, shut up for it, right? I won't be splattering paint everywhere like Bob Ross does. It'd be nice to have a space to do that in, but unfortunately, this is my little creation space at the moment, so. just gently does it. Right. No, this isn't going to be perfect, obviously. It's just going to be a little mess around. Let's see what I can create. I'm using white. Now my paint palette. I haven't got one, so well, I have somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I'm just using an old plastic lid. I've got like an egg cup holder, you know, that you put in your fridge. Good for putting little paints in. And I can't remember what that was off. And that was off a face paint one. They all need washing, but they're all acrylics, it's just stuck on. They do wash off quite easy with some hot water, the acrylics, so it goes soft. Yeah, let's have a go. Actually, I'll use that one. Because I've not done this for such a long time, I forget which paintbrushes I should use, but I'm remembering sort of. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done any sort of painting like this. The last time was my bathroom, and I think you've seen what my bathroom looks like. We have some nice clouds. This brush I'm using actually. But never mind, it all creates. I can always paint over it again and start all over again, it's not a problem, not a problem at all. Love happy clouds, like it does. I do have a lot of my paintbrushes missing, I don't know where I've put them. I'll just keep going, I'll use a little stippler brush actually. Probably would be a bit better, there we go, yeah, there we go. Do you know, I've had this easel for years, but I've not really used it much. Let's see, we go, that's working out alright. Yes. I know there'll be people there, Bob Ross fans, if you are going, oh my god, he doesn't do it like that. I don't care. This is the way I do it. It works out fine for me. I'm quite happy. You know, you don't have to be spot on and perfect. There's probably a lot of this I'm going to be covering with the cave entrance anyway, so, you know. Oh, just carry on and see where it goes, isn't it? That's what I like doing anyway. Sometimes I set off with an intention of a picture, sometimes I don't. I'll just sit there and try and draw what I can, or paint what I can, what comes naturally, same as when I'm carving. Sometimes I can't picture anything and just start drawing and something comes out. And my granddad, or my dad, I keep calling him granddad now, I don't know why, it was my dad. He was a very good artist, he loved doing landscapes, there was this local newspaper, the Western Morning News, and he'd paint watercolour pictures out of it, and he used to do like a picture of the week or a picture of the day or something like that, and uses watercolours and copied them, and it was beautiful. Used to go and sit on the cliffs and just draw the coastline. I mean, it didn't seem that relevant when I was a kid, but you know, as I've grown up and I'm an adult now, and I look back and I appreciate, you know, everything that he did for me, especially with my artistic talents, definitely, you know. He's the one that inspired me to do stuff like this. I think my background's a little bit too wet, so it's picking up a lot, but it'll dry off. It'll be fine. Just keep building it up. You know, it doesn't have to be spot on or perfect, and it will add to the effect in the end. Actually, I'm going to go for one of his favourite brushes, which he uses for trees, and I'm not quite sure if he uses it for clouds. He probably does, actually. Fan brush. I hope you can see all this properly, because, you know, oh, here we go, yeah, that's better. Because I haven't got a clue, I'm obscuring my background with my easel, so I can't see if my camera's in the right position or what, but I hope it is. And just pick out bits. Here we go. Soften it up with this brush. It's probably because I've got glue on this as well. I should wash it off really. But like I say, I can't really splatter things off around here because it's around my PC. I should wash it out and dab it off on my rag that I've got here. That's a bit better. I shouldn't pick up blue so much now. A bit more white. Where do I put that again? Well, I grew up around the sea, so I do like seascapes very much so. I do miss it. You know, I don't live by the sea anymore, and I do very much miss it. So I have to get my kicks by making my own sea views, and that's why I've done my bathroom like I have, like an under seascape. It just takes me back to being by the coast and being by the sea. You know, it's a very calming sort of thing for me. I worked on the ocean. I married a fisherman. I divorced a fisherman. I like fishing. Although I have been fishing quite recently, and I felt quite bad for the fish. You know, I've always sort of like had that sort of feeling bad for catching the fish, but even more so this time. Yeah, I felt really bad for them. I normally would have taken them home for tea, or for the cat, but even then it was like, no, I can't do that. Sorry, put them back. Yeah, I couldn't even kill one for bait, you know, and I've worked on the fishing boats and all sorts, and you know, killed them for bait. I've gutted them and for market and stuff, but it just felt really weird doing it this time, you know. So I set them off, set them free. Oh. So yeah, it's quite strange. Now, right, how am I going to do this now? I'm quite happy with that sky. Well, obviously we need the sea. So I think I shall start off in the back and come forward with the sea. Different blue now, aquamarine, ultramarine even, a bit darker. But I'm going to mix it with the blue of the sky as well. I've got left. you have to alone. Oops. Should have left it alone, Kaz. There we go. Put it back down again. Mind you, using the big brush there, just dry it out. Oopsie. Yeah, I'm a terribly messy artist. It goes everywhere when I start painting. There we go. Let's just get that straight up there. I've not got enough paint. Need to use a bit more. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, definitely need to mix a bit more. Not looking too bad so far. Well, I don't think so, anyway. There may be some art critics out there that might think different, but I don't care. I like my artwork. I never used to. I used to think I was rubbish. But yeah, as I've gone along, I've realised that everybody's artwork is different. You know, you can be like other people, but at the end of the day, proper artists, you know that their artwork is completely different to everybody else's. You have your own flair things. See, splatting. Oh god. I can see blue spots everywhere. Oh dear. Never mind. I'll have to set up a different place to do this, I think. Well, not right now. I can wash everything off, you know. But for the moment, this will be nice. I don't care. It's quite calm there, isn't it? So I think what I shall do is define some bigger waves with my flat paintbrush. You know, the peaks and your troughs of the waves. They're fun to ride when you're out on the boat. I know not a lot of people would agree with me there, seasickness and all that, but yeah, I don't mind the rough seas. I quite enjoy it. There's some members of my family that turn green. Right, I can't remember how Bob Ross does his waves. I should have refreshed myself before I started this, but never mind. It's okay. We'll do them after anyway. Let's get some little rough waves on the top. I've seen some rough seas out there. It's wonderful. It's like being out on a fairground ride. Sometimes it's quite fun. It's right when you feel safe, you know, when you're out on a boat, but if you don't feel safe, then you're not going to enjoy the experience. Well, I think I'll leave it up there. I suppose I should really bring it down a bit further. What do I need to? Yeah, just a little bit more, I think. bring it a little bit more down here. Pick out a bit of the darkness. Excuse my chair squeaking. Right, now I'm going to try and attempt the cave. So it's going to be dark. Oopsie, shake that bottle first. Always helps. So I'm using browns and blacks, yellow ochre, burnt umber, bit burnt sienna. I probably should be using a bit of the blue really as well. I'm starting to use a palette knife as well. I think a bit more browny black at the top. I don't know how this is going to work. I've not used a palette knife for a long time, so we shall see. I paint needed to be a bit thicker, but like I say, I've not done this for a while, and I can always paint over it if I don't like it. I'm not liking doing it on this easel though. As you can see, there's all these marks and stuff, but yeah, it's alright, it's not a problem. I don't mind. It's all a learning curve, isn't it? I'm sorry if I got my face in the way. I'm mixing my paint. I hope I didn't then. Kaz up close. Ooh, scary. Scary lady. Okay. Oh, that's a bit better, sort of. You see, I got this in the way now as well. Put that up there. There we go. Snap it on. Not exactly Bob Ross type quote, but it's a Kaz quote. Slap it on. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have to let this dry a bit first. It seems a bit wet, really. But we shall see. See what happens in it. I'm going to bring it down here somewhere. I'm sure somebody's going to correct me and say, you shouldn't be doing it like that, but no, I'm getting the effect. It's coming along. Yeah, that looks alright. Trying to make it as realistic as possible. I'll have a big one now. It's coming down into the cave. Hey, left hand painting. I'm right-handed, so we trying to keep control over it. Hey, becoming ambidextrous. It's funny, I'm quite my left arm is stronger than my right when I'm working on the boats, pulling on ropes and things like that. It's weird. But I have more control over my right when I'm drawing than what I do with my left. And that looks alright so far. Right, now for a bit of different colour added. Oops, sorry, I've done it again. Sorry if I keep sticking my face when I'm doing this, sticking my face in front of the camera. I'm just mixing up a different blue, a different brown. Just picking out certain aspects. I suppose if I was a bit more gentle, it would go on properly, which I think it is. There we are. Yes. It's coming back off again. It would be easier to do this in oils. Oh, maybe I'm just pushing too hard. A bit yellow over, I think. there certainly is a lot of paper on here. But it does help to have a bit of texture. It all adds to it. The magazine, you shouldn't be using a palette knife like that. I don't know. I don't care, it's doing the job. You know, as long as it's doing what I want it to do, then that's the main thing. You'd be surprised what I use to get the effects that I want when it comes to painting and that. Now, I went to do some white, but I don't know if it's going to mix in with the brown now, which it probably will do. But we shall see, we shall see. Lots of white. I'm try and keep it quite thick. Alright, here we go. Watch me ruin this now. I forgot how I do waves. I know it's going to mix with that brown. Do you know what? I think I might just leave that there for a minute, let it dry, and then come back to it, because I just know I'm going to fuck it up if I carry on now. So yeah, maybe not quite a full Bob Ross, but you know, there's still a bit more to do. I shall do a part 2 for this. So I hope you enjoyed my little art lesson, my little creativity. Yeah. It just goes to show how much I am healing, you know, because I can't always do this sort of thing when my head's up my arse, which is a shame, you know. I've got a talent there that, yeah, you know, I like to use. I like to draw pictures for people, you know. It would be nice to make a living from it, you know. I've painted my own bedroom. I've had an idea of, you know, painting kids' bedrooms. I've done my own daughters and some other kids' bedrooms, you know. It's a talent that gets wasted when my head's up my arse. It's a shame. And this is one of the reasons why I need to keep my head in a straight place. So I can carry on and do things like this. You know, it's... yeah, don't worry about that little gap there. I'm going to be filling that with foam. This is why I wanted it to dry a bit, really, because I don't really want to be mixing it in with brown. So yeah, I shall carry on with this when it's dry. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and being as supportive as you are. It's amazing. You know, people coming forward talking about their abuse and giving each other support. And don't forget, you know, keep it positive. Keep your thoughts positive. As best as you can, you know, in the situation that you are, that you're in, that you find yourself in. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm going to press stop now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye everyone.